If you're a solo creator or running a church media team, you already know the feeling of being completely bogged down. Hours of your week disappear into repetitive customer questions, manual data entry, and endless administrative tasks. In 2026, AI models have become so inexpensive and well integrated that you can now drop them directly into tools you already use, like Notion and Shopify, using only your mouse. Drag and drop interfaces have replaced complex setups. This checklist shows what that means. On the left, traditional coding requires thousands of dollars and months of development. On the right, no-code AI builders let you launch workflows in hours on free tiers without typing code. But knowing AI can save you time doesn't make it easy to start. When you finally decide to build, you're immediately hit with 50 different tools, all claiming to be the easiest option. If you pick a platform with a steep learning curve, you'll spend weeks watching complicated tutorials and getting frustrated. Give up and inevitably go right back to copying and pasting your data by hand. Identify one specific bottleneck in your ministry or business and pick a single tool to solve it over the next 30 days. This approach cuts through the jargon and delivers results faster than any coding bootcamp. To make sense of the no-code ecosystem, you need to understand the architectural split between front-end builders and back-end automators. On the left side, front-end builders like Glide and Softer score high for ease of onboarding by providing ready-made templates and clear visual interfaces. You start with a basic spreadsheet or an Airtable database, drag and drop a few layout blocks on the screen, and within an hour, you have a polished, working web app. For example, you could build a mini app for your Christian apparel store, where a customer selects their favorite Bible verse, and the AI instantly recommends a specific t-shirt design to match. Or, if you run a church media team, you could use these same drag-and-drop blocks to create a clean, organized onboarding portal for your new volunteers. The main trade-off here is flexibility. Because you are working with pre-built design blocks, you don't have the ability to create deep, complex logic running in the background. The rule of thumb is simple. Front-end builders are the right choice when your congregation or customers need a clean, visual screen to interact with the AI. Now, look at the right side of the board. These are the back-end automators like Zapier and Make. They handle highly complex logic, but they don't offer a customer-facing interface. Instead of building screens, you are building invisible connections. You plug apps together like Gmail, route data through Slack, and log it in Google Sheets to create automated flows, like having AI summarize a customer email and draft a reply. If you own a Shopify store, you could set up a workflow that automatically tracks a shipped order and then emails the customer an update that includes an encouraging scripture snippet. The catch is that everything operates entirely in the background. There are no buttons, menus, or pretty layouts for your customers to see. There is also a third category gaining traction, AI agent builders like Replit. They allow you to generate apps just by typing prompts, but they carry a steeper learning curve because you have to be incredibly clear and precise with your logic. Cautionary: most beginners spend their first day attempting to build a perfect all-in-one automated system. This usually ends with an abandoned dashboard and a return to manual work because the logic becomes too tangled to manage. Aiming for both a beautiful interface and complex logic in your very first project inevitably leads to overcomplication and an abandoned workflow. Let's use this scenario match tree. Left path: Shopify brands needing back-end automation get the highest return from Zapier or Make. Right path: church communities needing a user interface can use Glide or Softer to turn sermon PDFs into an easy Q&A assistant. Once you understand the basics, you can start stacking these tools. You might use Glide to build the front-end experience for your users and have Zapier running in the background to safely store their form data and trigger emails. Just keep an eye on your long-term costs. Stacking means you will eventually be paying for multiple subscriptions as your brand scales beyond the free tiers. This 30-day scorecard is your roadmap. Week 1, explore tools and identify one bottleneck. Weeks 2 and 3, build a minimum viable product, like a basic chatbot connected to real data. Week 4, iterate, collect feedback, and evaluate if the time saves justifies upgrading. Successful builders in 2026 start by picking a single tool today and shipping one tiny project. Learning happens when you stop watching tutorials and start doing.